Yo, what's up guys, KGCEpic here. So I'm going to be doing a deck test. Basically, I want to test the strength of two different decks. I want to test the strength of the Golem deck in Clash Royale. That's basically you playing the Golem as your main card and then having a lot of support cards behind the Golem while the Golem is the main tank at the end of the day. And I do want to try out the double Prince deck. Now I usually do use the Golem deck. I usually do main the Golem deck, right? But I have seen the double Prince deck do a lot of damage before, and I was curious to see which deck was actually better, because I have lost to the double Prince deck before. Just the same, I have beaten the double Prince deck before, but I want to see which one is better. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play 3 matches for the Golem deck and 3 matches for the double Prince deck, and then I want to see which one is better. If both decks win all of their matches, then I would play 3 more matches. And honestly speaking, depending on which deck actually pulls through, that's the deck that I am going to use at the end of the day. So I'm going to show you guys the Golem deck. Okay guys, so this is the Golem deck. It's basically the Golem. As for the Golem's range support, executioner and mage, I have 1 prince in because that prince is level 5 and he does massive damage. I have the lumberjack, goblin barrels, and then poison just in case anybody wants to use any little minion horde, or flying minion horde, skeleton army, anything like that gets messed up in the poison. And I think it's pretty decent, and everything is on a pretty decent level for somebody who has around 3,000 trophies. So yeah, this is the double Prince deck. Now the Prince is on level 5 and the Dark Prince is on level 3, so that's not bad, right? I have only the mage as the support, because I think the executioner, I don't think the executioner is like a good range support for the Prince, even though I do have a level 4 executioner, right? Like I said, lumberjack, goblin barrels. I decided to use goblin army as like a multiple troop card. I don't know, I was thinking either skeleton army or no, not a goblin army, goblin gang, sorry, either skeleton army or goblin gang, and I chose goblin gang because there are ranged troops in the goblin gang also, and I have level 8 arrows on it. Now I was wondering whether to use either the level 8 goblin gang, or I do also have level 8 rascals here, as you can see. I was wondering if I should have used the rascals instead of the goblin gang, but rascals cost 5 elixirs and goblin gang only costs 3 elixirs, so I decided to go with the goblin gang, because the whole point of the double Prince deck is to have the princes should be like the highest elixir cards you should have. After that, you should have like really low elixir cards. You shouldn't be waiting for your elixirs to build up. That's the whole point of the double Prince deck, right? So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna start my matches. The first 3 matches is gonna be the Golem deck, and then the other 3 is gonna be the double Prince deck, right? Alright guys, so I did the deck test for both the Golem deck and the Double Prince deck, and I must say the Golem deck is way more superior than the Double Prince deck. Um, the reason why I think the Double Prince deck is pretty flawed, the Prince in itself I think is a pretty, it has its huge disadvantages. The Prince card in general, right? First of all, it costs 5 elixirs to drop the Prince, and the Prince loses to any card that has more than 3 troops. Honestly, any card that has more than 3 troops, whether it's Skeleton Army or Goblin Gang, Rascals, Minion Horde, Minions. There are a lot to count, honestly. Goblin Barrels, Spear Goblins, Skeletons. It's a lot. It's a lot to count, honestly. As long as the Prince is taking fire on that tower when you drop a card that has more than 3 troops in it, the Prince must lose unless you complement the Prince with arrows or poison or something. And that's a pretty weak thing in general. And for a card like that to cost 5 elixirs, that's a lot. I think that's why it's a flawed deck, kinda. The Dark Prince does AoE damage, right? And that is how it's more superior than the Prince, and it costs 4 elixirs to drop the Dark Prince, but he does less damage than the Prince. But his AoE radius is not enough to defend the Prince and defend himself at the same time. And that is why I think at the end of the day, the Prince deck is more inferior to the Golem deck. Because when you drop the Golem, yes, the Golem could ignores troops and goes straight for the tower, which is a plus when you're in a pinch. But the Golem has so much HP. A level 4 Golem has like 4,000 HP. That's like more HP than a tower at the end of the day. When you drop a Golem, it can tank for days. Like, I have seen sometimes people take 3 cards just to bring down a Golem at the end of the day. And I could just drop a Golem and drop some poison, and the tower must take like 50% damage. And that is just how it is. And that's pretty powerful at the end of the day. For the Golem deck, we had 2 wins and 1 loss, and for the Prince we had 2 straight losses, so there was no need to do a third match. Honestly speaking, I would say that technically the Golem deck is far more superior than the Double Prince deck. I would have actually liked to do a Pika deck rather than a Double Prince deck to comparison the Golem deck, because Pika is like the tank that doesn't just go straight for the tower, whereas the Golem is the tank that goes straight for the tower. But I mean, at the end of the day, I have a really good Pika deck. I have a level 4 Pika as well, right? Just like I have a level 4 Golem. And I used the Pika deck in the earlies, and the Pika deck brought me up to like 2,700 trophies, and I found it hard to actually get a victory with the Pika deck after a while, and I switched to the Golem deck, and I was clocking in a few victories well, and brought me up to like 3,100 and something. Honestly speaking, I think it was around 3,100, and honestly, that's why I was always using the Golem deck. So anyways, the Golem deck is more superior due to my battle test. I don't know if there are other battle tests on YouTube that you guys could check out. I think I saw one other battle test on YouTube, but that was a really pro battle test. I think they were actually using the Golem deck versus another deck. I'm not sure if it was a Double Prince. I'm not sure, right? But I think that person is even more have even more trophies than me, and depending on the amount of trophies you have, also depends on the cards that you will meet up. Because if you have only 3,000 trophies, you won't meet up cards like the Magical Archer and that sort of stuff that actually are really OP, and that sort of stuff at the end of the day. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my other videos. I have tons of Clash Royale videos, like 60 something Clash Royale videos. You don't have to watch all 60 something of them right now. Be sure to check them out. I do some GBA videos sometimes. I try to play other Android games also. I have reaction videos, I have vlogs. Be sure to check out my channel. Check me out at blogspot.kgcepic.com. Check me out at twitter.com/kgcepic. Check me out at facebook.com/kgcepic. I'm also on Pinterest, LinkedIn. I'm on a whole bunch of them, honestly. I'm on OK also. I'm on Tumblr. Check me out on Tumblr, KGCEpic at the end of the day. And like I said, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And as usual, stay awesome, people.